arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game.
You hear all game from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, the regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
They'll go play action with Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Broncos.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage.
And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll step up and run. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Nix now on 1st and 10. He connects with Mims. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
tackle.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Harvey. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56, the #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Up the sideline to the 40, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A 2nd big play. This one for 22.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
On 1st down, it's Stafford.
So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. They run over center with Williams. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Rams.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Throw on the run is complete, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Rams.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Play action now for Stafford. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. The 1st touchdown of Super Bowl 60. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kick is good. Broncos nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the second time. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back first and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. He's brought down by Kobe Turner.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Denver first down.
41-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
13 more
That's
yards.
13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. Play action now. It's Nix. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get, and he will get into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and good. Broncos will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, it's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He gets this complete, finding Adams. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, L.A.
1st down, Los Angeles.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. That's called in on the left by Nakua. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 56 yards.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Broncos 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw. It's Nix. The throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Broncos.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
Big opening up the middle. And he's in! R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Lutz for the extra point.
After.
He's got it. And the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, this is Blake Corum. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
2. It's Stafford throwing for the pistol. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 4. They'll run it with Williams. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Third down, they need 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He was taken down.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
Second down, Nix. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Pat Bryant, the target there, and it'll be third down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action with Stafford. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First down, Rams.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
The motion man is Nakua. They'll go with Williams. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Stafford now on second down. Nakua pulls it in. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
For the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Rams get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On the return, here's Mims. Uh-oh. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He connects with Mims. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's third down and a few inches. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete, taken in by Franklin. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
There's this
42-yard
misconception
line.
out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
It's a gain of
Now a
7.
timeout, Denver.
Brings up
That's
second
their
and
second
3.
as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down and 3. Here's Nix to throw. We'll get that complete to Franklin. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, be a bit of a letdown.
The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
At the Rams' 24-yard line.
Second and 5. Throwing. Nix. Oh, a loose football. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara, the Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Stafford now on third down. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
How about that back bulldozing his way forward, a gain of 9 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll try to sneak it here, trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Personal foul.
And the Rams add on to their lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Here's Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. For the pylon, he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, LA. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now, for the point after. He's got it. And the Rams go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Broncos 14.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 9.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
A run once more. That's Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Tackle made by Nate Ladman.
29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. We're going to get him down behind the line.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Harvey. And that It's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. Good blocking, and he's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos cut the lead to 3, 24-21.
Broncos 21.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
And a Rams first down.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. They'll go again here with Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On the give, it's Williams. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Off play action. It's Stafford. Working across the field, Nakua has it. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19
Second
yards.
time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. Second down, it's Stafford. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Stafford from the gun on third down. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Rams. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Point after try, forthcoming.
For the extra point.
He's got it. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
31. Broncos 21.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Now a shot here, deep middle. And
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession, and I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
on second down, it's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They send Sutton in motion. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he is going to have a Broncos first down on what will be a big play there for fourth and long.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
That's caught by Harvey. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
At the 17-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here comes Corum. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. in motion is Smith. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It's another run here for Williams. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st down, right back to Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. On the ground, this is Williams. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, right side, he's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, L.A.
And the Rams, 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay game. Punt team headed out for the Rams as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And the Rams have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.